Hey guys, DBZx here. Mike is actually working this time. Good. That's good to know. I need to have a talk with you guys uh, about the what if. The what if is over. It's done. This season it's just been terrible. So we're just done with it. Before I explain to you why, well, apologies to Vegito What If. Yeah, I think that's his channel name. I think I figured out that I had his name in my tags, and I didn't mean for that to happen. I use an auto tag generator, and I don't really look, so I had no idea. I have a couple of series in my tags as well, but no one, no one person owns all those series, so I don't really care about that one. But I do feel bad for putting someone else's channel into my tags. So, yeah, apologies for anyone who is offended by that. And Vegito, what if ever brings it up, you can bring him to the video, and or I can just he'll leave a comment and I'll apologize to him or something. I'm not sure. We'll get there if we get there. Even though he's a filthy Vegito lover, he does not understand how superior Gogeta is. It's fine. My chair squeaking? I guess it is. Okay, so why are we done with the competitive Ash series? My most successful no. My most successful series is my Issei 10 and Ben. My high school DxD and Ben 10 crossover. I'm not taking this again. You just have to deal with my stuttering. But yeah, that's my most successful series. This is my second most successful series. Okay. Now, back to what I was saying. We are no longer doing competitive Ash because we are going to be doing season 2 of competitive Ash, and that's right. You were clickbaited, idiot. Ha! You get clickbaited. No, I'm so freaking bad. Yeah. Clickbait title and video. This is actually just like an update video and answering your questions slash answering the results of the last episode video. But I am super bloody tired. I've not gotten more than 5 hours of sleep for like 5 days straight every night, and so I'm very tired. Very hard to think at this point. But let's answer questions. Let me go over some things. I'll be going over a particular comment. I'll be going over Team Rocket. I'll be going over levels. And I will be going over the results of the Pokemon vote down below that happened in episode 4. After that, I will explain when season 2 is going to happen, and I'll go more into detail on what season 2 is when we get there. So, first thing we're gonna talk about is this guy who left a comment on season 1. I'm not going to call him out, but, if you go look, it's going to be pretty clear to see who I'm talking about. Please don't give this guy any heat, but basically, he comes in, right, and he starts flacking me about the timeline, right, and I'm like, what are you talking about? Bloody confused, and I'm assuming what he means, it all comes from me saying Professor Oak didn't expect Ash to go very far at Pikachu. And this guy starts going off about a movie which takes place hundreds of episodes from now, if it's canon. Listen, the reason I bring this video up is because you guys have to know my Pokemon knowledge, okay? I've not watched any of the movies since 2010, probably 2010. I have not seen most of Johto. I have not seen any of Holland. I've seen barely anything of Sinnoh. I've seen barely anything of Unova, XY, Alola. And I started watching Journeys, but Journeys sucks, so I'm not watching anything. So basically, I pretty much don't know anything about the Pokemon anime. Yeah, so you guys might be confused. Why'd you make a what if then? To be honest, I really need to start pumping more content on the channel, and I want you to watch Pokemon. I watch these videos or these episodes as I'm writing. Right. And I don't mean like just the what if, like the only time I get to watch anime is when I'm working on something. So I guess I could just like not type anything, but then like my ADHD tries me off and not walls. But basically, I'm watching the anime as I write the series. Of course, I could pull up Bulbapedia, but what fun would that be? Like, why would I want to do that? You know, it's boring. Of course, if I need to look something up, I'll look it up, you know, but I don't. So this is a series for fun. I don't like, if I massively mess up the timeline, then I don't know. We've already messed up the timeline beyond relief. Oh. And hey, we got a, we got a, hold on. We got a comment. We got a comment while I was recording this video. What comment would this happen to be? No, we're going to answer this comment. It's not related to Pokemon. Never mind. We're not going to answer that comment. Moving on. I'm so tired. This is going to be everywhere, so I'm hoping you can, like, gather my random words, like my random words, and put it together. I promise I'm not drunk. I'm just really tired and running off of caffeine. Alright, so, ignoring that guy's comment about the timeline, I don't care. Timeline's already messed up because of the next thing we need to talk about. Team Rocket's gone for good, so a crap ton of Pokemon doesn't even happen. And, yeah, you know, let's talk about that as well. I did the vote. I talked to you guys kind of a little bit. I didn't respond to every comment, but I did respond to a lot of them, I think. I definitely seen a lot of them. And it was pretty much universally agreed that they don't want Team Rocket. There were a couple people who didn't want Team Rocket every episode, just on the occasion. And then there were a very rare select few who actually wanted Team Rocket to come back. And I have no idea why those people want them back. I won't judge them. I mean, they're pretty much the main characters now. So, whatever, I guess. They might as well be considered the main character, honestly. Surprised they don't have a spin-off show, now that I think about it. I guess kids wouldn't watch a spin-off show. But, continuing what I was saying, Team Rocket is not going to be coming back. At least not Jesse and James. They won't be coming back because no one wants them back. And quite honest, I don't want to write them back either because Team Rocket's just dumb. And I feel like we could do much better than Team Rocket in this what if. I just got the hiccups. That's very bad for my recording. Okay. Moving on. So no Team Rocket. We have another thing we need to talk about. Static encounters. So I think it was Plus Ultraman. He's the one who told me about the Vegeta what if being in my tags. Was telling me about consistency and static encounters. Basically, the encounters Ash would normally get in the show and deciding if they do or do not happen. I agree that Ash probably shouldn't have gotten Bulbasaur and Oddish, now that I'm thinking about it. I thought about it. It doesn't make sense. I do think he still would have ran into Caterpie, because it was literally right next to him in the show. And he wouldn't have left in an earlier time in the canon either. On top of all of this, though, because I have had a couple comments about it. No, Charmander would not join Ash. I've said this before. I will say it again. If you do a Pokemon What If, and that takes place before Charmander, and Ash gets Charmander, you better have a really good reason, because it makes no sense for him to get Charmander. I'm sorry. The time frame to get Charmander is so small. It's so tiny. Like, it makes no sense. So my recommendation is either have a reason beforehand on why Ash has Charmander, or do the what if after he gets Charmander. Now, I'm not saying Charmander's dead. Maybe Nurse Joy found him. I'll leave that up to you. But the point is he's not, at least that very specific Charmander is not, it's not showing up here on the channel. It's not happening. It's not happening on this what if. I'm sorry. So, I'm going to think more about my static encounters and how they would or would not work. And I think that's all we need to talk about for static encounters. And a yawn. Added a yawn for that dramatic visual effect. Let's see. Levels. That's what's next. That's what's next on my script here that I'm actually looking at. I actually do have like a semi-script here on my screen. Levels. I need to explain levels. And levels, jeez. I don't know if I forgot to explain the levels, or if, like, no one understood my explanation. But let me get something clear, okay? The levels do not represent their actual levels. Pikachu is not actually level 15. The levels I put on screen are to represent the Pokemon's strength in comparison to Ash's other Pokemon. So for example, Oddish is not actually a level 6 Pokemon. Ash has been training far too long with it for it to be at level 6, with all of his other high-level Pokemon. However, in comparison to the rest of his Pokemon, it is a weakling. Thus, that is why its level is so low, how Ash is still able to use it. So, in other words, Ash's Pidgeotto evolving at level 18 wasn't because he was actually at level 18. That was just a coincidence on the level chart that I decided to do. So, the TLDR is that the levels are not actually accurate to their in-lore levels. That is what I'm explaining to you. And I hope you understand that now, so I can stop seeing comments about the level of Ash's Pokemon. Especially you, Neptune. Yes, I get it. They're under-leveled. You don't need to tell me. I told her I'd stop harassing her, but I'm half asleep and insults keep coming to my mind. I'm sorry. Finally. Final thing we need to talk about. Before Season 2 comes along, I'm going to be working on 3 projects. That's right. 3 projects. And one of them are going to get uploaded very soon. So the first one is Touhou and Dragon Ball Z. What if they were in one universe? That's the first one. Part 3. I'm working on it at a very slow pace. The next one is going to be a remake of my first big what if, unless you count. I think it's my first big what if. My DBZ and Neptunia crossover. I'm remaking that, and I actually have the first part done. I just get everything done for it, and as well as get some sleep. I need some sleep, or else I'm never going to get this script done. And finally, the third project I'm going to be working on is another Pokemon one. by technicality only. I'm going to be doing a high school DxD and Pokemon crossover. You might be wondering, S and DBZx, what do you think? Why are you crossing over DxD and Pokemon? And it's quite simple. Those are my best series on the channel. I know DxD, the anime at least, like the back of my hand. I'm not going to be going over the novel because I do not have time to read. And Pokemon is my second best What If series on the channel. So like it just makes sense for me to do both in one series. You know, it just makes sense. But that out of the way, that's now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I should do a Touhou and High School DxD crossover. That would be literally perfect. What? I'm the guy who made FNAF and Gundam, like one series. Like, why do I do YouTube? Anyway, thank you all for watching. If you were able to bear my stutters and slurs this far into the video. How long is this? 16. I did not mean for this to be 16 minutes long. Dear God. I'm going to go get some sleep. I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.